Kind of a stormy day, and I woke up late, so I'm going to show you how I like to make café con leche. Coffee with milk, something my mom used to make, but I'm going to do it with spices. First things first, I have my coffee and a mug, a pot, and some spices, and milk or cream. So this is already hot. I'm going to pour the water into the cup with coffee. You can do it all in the pot together, and sometimes it gets hard to strain. I'm doing it in the cup so I know how much liquid can go in there. I'm not going to be able to fit it all after the milk goes in and stuff. So this pot is clean and dry. And I'm going to let it heat up. But then before the spices go in, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And some of these go really well with coffee, and some of them are definitely a little bit more creative, but vanilla, cardamom, cinnamon, and sugar, that would be a nice combo. I'm going to go a little bit of cardamom. It's got a really nice, like a cool sweetness, cool like temperature. Coriander goes well with cardamom. A little bit more floral to me. I'm going to toss in a whole bunch of cinnamon. Fennel seeds, not going to grind up. This one's kind of just having fun, because I'll like sip them and then chew them. I know. Got a chili powder, just a little bit, balances with the bitterness. Vanilla, sugar, and vanilla extract I'm going to put in once there's liquid. So those are already done. Got cumin, which really changes the profile of the coffee, and it makes it much more savory. So you gotta be careful with that, but a little bit can be nice. And I'm adding turmeric, because I like golden milk and turmeric, and because why not? So this has been heated, but it's not burnt. I'm toasting the spices to activate all the compounds inside, so to speak, and so all the flavors go together. And I'm going to let it off the heat just for a second while I check. Oh, look at that perfect coffee amount. I'm going to come over here. Ooh, that's hot. A lot of steps. Coming over here. No more coffee filter. This could go. Now if you want, at the end you can filter the final product for a much smoother brew. Alright, so this has cooled down a little bit. You can toast the spices for a while. This might sizzle when it goes in. Nice. So that's café con spices. We're making café con leche. I don't really like sweet stuff, so I'm just adding a tiny bit of sugar just for the flavors. And al final, vanilla. You pongo just a splash, and then the milk. So you're pretty much done. They're technically all together, and you could take it off the heat like that. I'm going to let it come up to a boil. You can see the Spices bubbling up. Okay, so the whole thing is rumbling a little bit more with the boil. And also this right here, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like this skin forming on the top. That's another way you can know that you're pretty much done. And also it can be nice to lift this out. Otherwise it's kind of like a little kombucha thing when you're drinking it. So I'm just going to turn this off, let it cool down for a bit, and then I'll pour it. Here we go. Smells good with all the steam. Smells like a Turkish bakery, if I can say that. The spices. Cool, so I was kind of right, and also I'm still glad I filtered. I'm going to try and do it so you can still see it. As I was pouring, you can see the color of that. It's just like coffee with milk. And then here you can see all the cardamom and cinnamon and stuff, all the spices. So I'm going to wait for a bit for this to go through. It's already slowing down. And I'll do that, these guys at the very end. Cool. Alright, so here is the cup. I've got some extra, and then this is kind of what we're talking about with the slimy stuff that gums up the filter, because a lot of the powdered spices are much finer than ground coffee. Just kind of like sweet spiced coffee. Ooh! Right away, I got the cumin and the chipotle, and it kind of like burns into the coffee flavor with the vanilla sweetness. Very nice. Very strong flavor. Got big old fancy breakfast. Hope you're well wherever you are. Enjoy your café con leche.